Join me everyone for my very first foray into the world of hair loss targeted supplements. I have picked up Viviscal many times before and I've never purchased it. It is on the pricier side, most definitely. But of all the supplements that I hear about from the many women that I hear from, you know, I hear about Nutrafol, I hear about Sugar Bear Hair, I hear about Halo. People say that Viviscal is the one that helped them the most. I've just been hearing this over a number of years, but I've never tried it. I think it's important now to talk about some of the things that I'm already on because I'm gonna start trying this. I've never opened them up. I've got a brand new package here that we'll be opening this together. I use Rogaine, I use vitamin D or take vitamin D and some other supplements as well that my doctor wants me to take, but I've never done this. So let's hop into this together. This is gonna be a lengthy before and after video. So if you just wanna skip ahead to the after to see, you know, I'm gonna take the 3 months that the package that it says you can do. It actually says that it wants you to take it for 6 months. So I'm gonna be taking this for 3 months and we're gonna see where we're at that point. But if you just wanna skip on ahead, I'm gonna put timestamps down below. You can go ahead and have a look. Although maybe you wanna hang out here and hear a bit more about this product. This is 100% not sponsored video. I was actually given these products by Viviscal Canada, so thank you Viviscal Canada, but that doesn't mean I am going to go easy on them or anything like that. I only bring you guys the truth of my reviews here. Wasn't paid to do this. This was given to me for free. Not actually as a hair content maker, but actually just as a freelance lifestyle journalist. I do get sent stuff once in a while and this just happened to be like right up my alley. So we're gonna give this the whole test. I was also sent the hair serum. This should be already up on my channel because as I said, I'm gonna be spending 3 months taking this and I'm only gonna do this for a month and I'm gonna report on this and I'm gonna make a full review on the shampoo and the conditioner. I can already tell you I love the conditioner. I've been using it for years. The shampoo I like too, but this review, by the time you see this will already be out, so you can watch those if you wanna know about all these different products and maybe how they work together or not. Go ahead and check those out. I'll be sure to add a link. So as I said, you know, the thing about using Viviscal hair supplements, which I haven't done before, is that it can be kind of hard to tease out what's what. So I just want to be really upfront about what I am using. As I said, I use minoxidil to help with hair growth. I have done for exactly 2 years now, and so that's really well documented here. I take probiotics. If I don't take the probiotic chewable, I take a probiotic in a form of just like a yogurt drink. And I do this every single day because my general practitioner was on my case to start taking probiotics. She thinks that they're just really beneficial, so I've started doing that. I take 2,000 IUs of vitamin D. My doctor says that she prefers me to take them in this liquid form, so I do that every day as well. And I also take these biotin gummies, and I have done on and off. Like if I'm at Costco and I see them and I've run out, I grab them. That's where this huge pack is from. And if I don't, that's cool too. Sometimes I run out. I have never really noticed a huge difference with using biotin, and I've been using that now for 2 years, but on and off. I don't know. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop taking the biotin because there's already biotin in the Viviscal. So I think to make this a bit more fair, we'll just stop using this biotin product. So I'll just put those away while I do this test for 3 months. As I'm recording this, we've got some big fall energy going on. The leaves are turning, they're falling where I live. So by the time I'm done, it will probably be full winter. That's pretty wild to think about, but I am committed to just using this through. Apparently you have to use it 2 times a day. That's kind of a drag, I'm not gonna lie. I don't love taking things 2 times a day, but it is what it is. I'm gonna follow the instructions to make sure that I give you and show you guys, you know, a really good review. There are a lot of like 5-minute type reviews here saying like, I really like Viviscal and it works, but there aren't a lot of like good before and after. So we're gonna get into that. I'm gonna show you the area that I'm gonna hope is gonna fill in a little bit. Actually, I'm just gonna show it to you now that we're talking about it. See here, this is an area that I cannot really get to fill in, and I've used Rogaine and minoxidil for years, and I put it there too, and it helps a bit, and I'm gonna continue to do that because I'm not gonna change anything about my other routine just to make sure that it is fair. And I've been using Rogaine minoxidil for 2 years, so I think I'm kind of at my plateau of how much hair growth I'm gonna have, so I don't think that that's gonna affect my hair growth that much. So we'll see, because the reason I'm picking out these 2 areas is because I was sent this card, and if you see here, it shows, I will get a closer, better view of this. It really just shows the hair in the temple area, which I feel a lot of women are self-conscious about when they wear ponytails. It shows that really, really growing in after 90 days, which is incidentally the amount of days that I'll be taking this. So it says here, just a tiny pill you take twice daily. Simply use as directed and hair starts to look thicker and absolutely beautiful in just 90 days. For best results, use for 6 months. Okay, so we're gonna try that. Looking at the ingredients though, I remembered why I picked this up and I put it back down again. I have some feelings about this. I'm gonna do some more research, but the first ingredient it says is shark cartilage. I have some feelings about it. I am not a vegan. I do eat meat. I have taken supplements where I haven't really looked very carefully, and I'm kind of in a weird territory, I'm not gonna lie, on this video, because it's like, how much does that bother me? How much do I know about this? Is this, it could be just a whole sort of Pandora's box of questions, and I'm not saying that they don't matter, but these were given to me already. I didn't purchase them. I actually didn't really ask for them. They were unsolicited. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take it, and I'm gonna just do my own research about shark cartilage. Yeah, also on here is giant Pacific oyster and other types of things, vitamin C. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of ingredients here. Zinc, iron, biotin is in here as well. Non-medicinal ingredients, and dosage is for adults. Just take 1 tablet 2 times a day. Take with food a few hours before or after taking other medications. So that's worth mentioning here. I take thyroid medication, and I have to keep that one pretty clear from others. So probably the way I'm gonna take these pills is maybe 1 at lunch, because I take my thyroid medication in first thing in the morning. Probably take 1 at lunch and maybe 1 at night before I go to bed. Ugh, have a look at these. They're not the most appealing looking. They're brown color. I don't know what they smell like or anything like that. Hopefully they don't smell bad, because I'm a little sensitive. I kind of was hoping they would be in a capsule format, not these circles sometimes can be kind of dry, and they kind of can, this is gross, but they kind of can stick in my throat sometimes. So hopefully they're okay to take. Like, if you're one of these people who hates taking pills that are kind of like this, I feel you. So I've taken my fair share of supplements and lots of different medications with sometimes fairly big pills in my past. So I have a few tricks to pass on to you, especially when they come in a foil wrapper like this. One thing that you can do is just write out the different days of the week on the back of this with a permanent marker, because it won't stick otherwise. And if you miss a day, just leave that there and just move on. Like if you missed Sundays, you would just move on to Monday. And one reason to do that is to see how many you're skipping. So if you're missing a bunch, you'll know sort of maybe what your pattern is, or maybe how, you know, maybe you stop on the weekends and stuff like that. So that's another bonus. And then the other one is just to know sort of where you are in the schedule, right? So that's what I do. I write these on the back here. And yeah, that's my tip for taking these kinds of supplements. My other tip though, if you're struggling to sort of swallow them, which I know can be an issue, is genuinely wait till you're thirsty. Don't try and take these when you're not actually thirsty. I am actually quite thirsty right now, so hopefully this is gonna work in my favor. I've got some soda, like some sparkling water here. So we're gonna drink and see how this goes. So I'm gonna crack it open. It is Saturday as I'm taping this, so I'm just gonna go into my Saturday pill. So here it is. It's actually nicely coated. I can feel that it's got a nice coating, so it shouldn't be too powdery or hard to swallow. Let's see. It does smell. I have the most sensitive nose. I'm really sensitive to scents. It smells kind of like seaweedy type things. Like if you ever eat dried seaweed, that's pretty much what it smells like. But it's not bad. It's not too stinky. Yeah, okay, so here goes. It was okay. It kind of tasted the way it smelled as well. So I don't actually eat seafood and even seaweed that often, just because I don't. It has like the flavor of the sea is not a flavor profile that appeals to me. Let's put it that way. So we shall see. I will try and be good. I will try and be a good tester and really not forget any of these. But that was not really enjoyable. But I will do a lot of things in the name of good hair, and also just to review things fairly for you guys on this channel. So I will keep on keeping on with this. I'm gonna wrap this part up. I'm gonna check in again at the 1.5 month mark and just give you some thoughts. We can have a look at my hair at that point, and then later on we will check at 3 months. When I'm done all these supplements, hopefully I don't forget too many of them along the way. And we'll have a look at the before and after, right? So let's have a good look here, right? So you see, this is kind of thin, right? This one. So we will see how this goes. Hopefully, hopefully this stuff works. It's not the cheapest supplement out there, that's for sure. And I just want to say also, it says may help reduce hair loss in women for thicker, fuller hair. So, like any reputable product, they don't make any really firm promises about it. It just says it may help. So we shall see if it does. We are at the midway point right now. It is full-blown winter where I am, and I promised to check in at the 1.5 month mark. So here I am. I've been faithfully taking my supplements. I'm down to pretty much the last full box and a little bit extra because I had 3 boxes to begin with. So now I'm at the halfway point. So we're getting through these. These pills became easier to take after time and easier just to remember as part of just a meal routine for me. So that's been okay. I did kind of struggle. I didn't love taking them for the first 3 weeks. It took me a while to get into it. Even the flavor kind of bothered me and stuff like that. But I know that you guys just want to see what my hair looks like, so let's just get a close-up look. Oh, I also took some photos at the beginning of this. So right after I filmed, I put my hair up in a high bun and I took some photos. So I will show you what those look like. So that's the before, truly with hair pulled up. A nice slow look for you to get your eyes on, I guess. And so let's have a look now. I will say personally, I don't feel like anything has changed. I will come up closer. So I feel like if my hair were kind of up like this, you'll see that, I don't know, is it filling in or not? Maybe it looks a little bit darker. I'm not willing to say I've been getting the result that you see in the photo that I showed you guys. I don't feel like I look anything like this. Remember me showing that. Maybe it's darker, maybe not. I'm gonna say really though, if I have to be completely honest, I've not noticed much of a difference in how much hair I have in the temples. And please excuse my extremely messy, fried and frizzy looking hair. I'm actually trying the Viviscal shampoo, which tends to really volumize my hair but kind of leave it a bit dry. The conditioner is really lovely though. Definitely love this conditioner, but the shampoo and me don't seem to work that well together. If you have really oily hair though, this might be like, that might be the shampoo for you. Same line of products. I'm still in the middle of testing them all. Shark cartilage. So I'm going to talk a bit more in detail about this particular ingredient that, you know, I mentioned previously, but just to tell you now, the sort of preliminary research that I've done on my own has shown I don't really have any safety concerns right now. You know, the sites that I have checked say that shark cartilage is probably safe, but I have some other feelings about that. But I'm not gonna sort of mix that into the before and after of it all. So I will just leave any shark cartilage talk to the very end of the video. But what you'll see next though is the final review. So next time you see me, we will be a month and a half in the future. So I'm curious to see what kind of results I get. So not much of anything, maybe a little bit darker right now. I'm not willing to go on record saying that it worked or didn't work quite yet. So you'll just have to stay tuned and we will see. It will still be winter here where I live in Toronto, Canada. Snowy now and it'll probably be just as bitterly cold in a month. In fact, it definitely will be as bitterly cold in a month and a half from now. So, okay, see you soon. Helen in editing here. I just forgot to mention that I'm also getting some acne sort of along my lower neck, and I'm pretty sure this has to do with the biotin. Sometimes when I take biotin, it causes adult acne, which I've pretty much grown out of. But then when I start to take the vitamins, I start to see it again. And that is one of the ingredients in Viviscal. So if it does work, I guess that would be a fair trade-off to have really nice hair. But if it doesn't, then no, I don't want to be in my 40s dealing with acne like as if I'm in, you know, my early 20s again. So, yeah. All right, everyone, it's February. So just quick recap, the acne did continue. It kind of went away and then it came back. I don't know if it's 100% to do with this, but hey, unfortunately it did not resolve. I'm still in the depths of winter, but guess what? I completely finished my Viviscal caplets and I am not gonna be taking them again. So if for nothing else, if you've not liked and subscribed, be sure to do that, but stay tuned because I'm gonna show what happens in the aftermath of stopping using this. I don't think I've seen much of people stopping and recording that here on YouTube. So I'm gonna be doing that. So you'll wanna see what happens like 3 months, 6 months in the future. I will update you guys to see whether any of the growth that I have, and I think I do have some growth, whether that sticks around or not. So whether you have to keep taking Viviscal or whether it goes away, how long it takes, that sort of thing. So stay tuned for that. So I did end up making a really detailed midway point video. I didn't think I was gonna do that, but I do have a midpoint video of the 1.5 mark. So you can look at that because I discuss and show some other things that I sort of didn't talk about in this video. I get into even more detail. So for those of you kind of concerned about like what your results look like at the 1.5 mark point, you'll want to go ahead and check that out, maybe just to see how things are going for you. One way to make sure that you can keep track of this, again, is just subscribing and liking. That way you'll be able to find it a bit more easily if you are curious in the future. It will be probably easier to do that than try and find this video again. So just saying, go ahead and do that. So let's have a look. I've got the same type of elastic band, and I'm gonna probably take some pictures as well to show you. So I'm gonna throw my hair up in the same kind of bun that I did 3 months ago, and we're gonna have a look at the before and after. But I will tell you that I do feel like my hair, it has grown in a bit. I was very skeptical. I still am skeptical to some degree, but I'm gonna go ahead and just use the exact same elastic band and do this up, and we'll have a look. So same haphazard bun as before, same elastic band, same everything, and I think it's probably pretty fair to say that this looks fuller. It just does. Any way that I'm trying to pull it up and stuff like that, it does feel more filled in. The other thing though is I don't really care that much about my temples, so for me it's not a big deal, but for a lot of women it really is. You know, the J-Los of the world like to wear this much tighter type of style ponytail, which I don't really go in for because I find them uncomfortable. But let's have a look. I'm gonna actually switch to this phone, and because the video camera on this is amazing, so I'm gonna go over there and we'll just switch over and have a closer look in the sun, and I'll get some pictures and we can just do a before and after. So here we go. So this is just a much brighter spot in my home. I'm near the window now, and if you look here, I mean, I did a whole thing where I was kind of just measuring this in the other midway point video that I made, but if you look here, I have this tuft of hair now, which I think would be about 3 months of growth. So I do have some new growth, and I think it looks a bit fuller. What do you guys think? This, I feel, looks fuller as well, and when I sort of pull these down, I almost have this like new fluffy baby hair that I kind of didn't have before. So I do feel like it did fill it in to a degree. I'm gonna take some pictures and I'm gonna add those in as well. So my takeaway is that, funnily enough, one side kind of filled in pretty good, which is this side, and this side didn't fill in as much, but I definitely do have new hair growth. Now, as you know, I am a skeptic, but if someone had to ask me if I felt that this did help, I think it did. It definitely gave me a bit of a boost. My overall hair though, just in general, as we know, the hair down at the end is just old hair. It didn't really do much for any of that. That is the same density, same look, same waviness as it ever was before. In general, I don't feel like my hair is hugely different, but if we get really specific and like really look at this area, I do feel like I have more hair growth in there. So maybe that is why so many women love Viviscal. So wow. 3 months, that's the longest test I've ever done. And so, and I'm actually quite glad that I am not gonna be taking this supplement anymore. It didn't really get that much more appetizing for me. I did not enjoy taking it, but it was very easy for me to remember eventually, so I wasn't forgetting too much. I did forget a number of them though, like maybe a week's worth, maybe less. And so that's why this is maybe an extra week longer than I thought it was gonna take me. So now with that out of the way, I'm gonna say that I would say that Viviscal supplements work, and I'm not getting paid to say that either, but a slight boost, not anything crazy, and not really to the extent that I saw in the photo that they sent me. I definitely didn't get that kind of result in that little card. Now a word about shark cartilage. I know I mentioned it before. I'm not comfortable taking shark cartilage, you know, for a number of reasons. I don't think I'll get into all of them now, but I think that we all have our own personal sort of, you know, line that we won't cross. And for me, I think that shark cartilage is the line that I'm just not comfortable going there for the rest of my life, in terms of having this small amount of hair that I have here that is grown in, which I'm grateful for. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it is just not, it's just not a product that I want to take. You know, it wasn't really from a safety concern. It's just from like, it's not for me. I don't know how else to describe it. And I certainly don't judge you if this is something you want to try, but, yeah, shark cartilage is a no for me. And so I will not be continuing to take these Viviscal supplements going forward. And of course, you can just keep staying tuned because I will update you on what ends up happening sort of in the long run with this. Is all this gonna fall out now? I don't know. And you're just gonna have to hang around and find out in the future to find out. But in the meantime, I'll be making lots more videos about different products and stuff like that, hair-related products. I like to test all kinds of different things. So be sure to stay tuned for all of that. Thanks so much. I hope this was helpful. If it was, be sure to give me a like, and we'll see you soon.